हेलो हेलो माइक टेस्टिंग 1 2 3 हेलो आवाज आ रही है आप लोगों को हेलो 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 हेलो
Hello! Haider, the 2014 film by Indian director and composer Vishal Bhardwaj, is an adaptation of William Shakespeare's play Hamlet. Haider is often seen as a political film, in which it provides a visual commentary on the Kashmir conflicts of 1995. The film shifts gears to incorporate the basic plot of Hamlet in response to the setting of Kashmir in the second half of the film. Haider marks the third and final film in the Shakespearean Trilogy, with his adaptations of Macbeth as Maqbool in 2003 and Othello as Omkara in 2006. Within the realm of popular Hindi cinema, stories are often told and remade and passed down through generations. Bhardwaj's Shakespearean Trilogy is a little different. The adaptation of Shakespeare's Hamlet disrupts common tropes found within that of popular Hindi cinema. According to Saeed Mohsin and Shaista Takin's essay Cinematizing Shakespeare, the works of Shakespeare entered India as an intellectual exchange, even going to say it was one of the first introductions of the English language to India. Adapting the play into a filmic form came with some changes and deletions, but Basharat Peer, one of the film's writers, asserted that, quote, "What helps in cinema is that music and visuals do replace a lot of words," end quote. In a review of the film written by Paramita Chakravarti, he states that Haider works within the context of Bollywood. Bhardwaj's aim in the film was to, quote, "challenge Bollywood depictions of Kashmir, either as merely a picturesque setting or as a site of anti-India militancy," end quote. Paramita adds by saying the look of the film derives more from world cinema and Hollywood rather than Bombay film. Let's start with the film's song and dance sequences. There are 3 instances of song and dance sequences in this film. Sabrina Siolfi discusses Bollywood modes of production in her paper Popular Hindi Cinema, in which she states that most commonly, song and dance sequences break every mode of continuity in space and time, include the hero and heroine dancing together against elaborate backdrops, with hundreds of extras, appears dreamlike, and serves purely as elements of spectacle. In films such as Dil Se, which is known for its music video-esque song sequences, Shanti, and Kalha Naho, the criteria fits them strongly. Some sequences exist in this film, but are not all that common. This film follows a tighter narrative than the average Bollywood film, much like a Hollywood film would. Let's break this down further. In Haider, the 2 song and dance sequences do the opposite and appear within the diegesis of the narrative. The original play within a play becomes a song and dance sequence. Haider leads the song and dance sequence at the wedding ceremony without a heroine, but includes backup dancers. The sequence is not exactly an extravagant sequence in terms of mise-en-scène, but what is interesting is how this is shot. The sequence is highly aware of itself, cutting to important characters as they watch the performance. The point is, much like the original Hamlet, is that Haider and the viewing audience know what Khurram has done. Inserting reactionary close-up shots integrates not just the on-screen audience, but the real viewing audience as well. This proves that the play within a play sequence serves not just as a spectacle, but as an important segment of the narrative which actually pushes the story even further. Making quick reference to the cemetery sequence, this becomes a song and dance sequence. The cemetery sequence doesn't even include Haider until he arrives at the end of it, but is led by the gravediggers, who are not important characters in the narrative. You wouldn't normally see this in an average Bollywood film. There is one montage between Haider and Arshia that does appear to have similarities to Bollywood. This montage, not a song and dance sequence, however, becomes a non-diegetic entity. What's interesting in this montage is the depiction of sex. Sexual ideologies between leading characters in Bollywood films are censored and often teased. You often don't see the leading male and female roles kiss each other on screen or anything of the sort. Haider has no issue censoring these actions, as this is Bhardwaj's way of staying true to the original Shakespearean text. Did I mention that the film had to go through 41 cuts in India and was also banned in Pakistan? Semiotics surrounding colors have interesting connotations in this film. Bollywood films are known for their extravagant sets and other elements of mise-en-scène, like costuming. Extravagance has a close tie to saturation. Colors pop in these films, but not all that much in Haider. The reason has to do with the narrative story. Bollywood films often follow suit to themes of coupling love and respect for family, which include happy endings. Love is often associated with the color red. Take Kalha Naho, for example. The red tie, the red dress, roses, basically all revolve around the presence of love and lightheartedness. However, Haider and the original Hamlet are not predominantly concerned with love. Revenge is at stake. red in the sense of Haider's bloodshed and gaining revenge. Grim settings and the grim association of political turmoil in Kashmir tie into the color scheme. Haider's overall color scheme includes desaturated colors and earth tones. This tags back to the idea that the film's overall look depicts that of world cinema or even Hollywood. Heck, when I saw this for the first time, it reminded me of Spielberg's Saving Private Ryan. Haider is clearly a different film. In terms of how the narrative is structured, the genre, the coloring of the film, and the types of visuals we see mostly counter that of the typical Bollywood mainstream film. As grim as the depictions of Kashmir were in this film, it brought light to political turmoil through a contemporary adaptation of Shakespeare's Hamlet.